Live from Los Angeles. Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa, and we are about ready to toast to these Monday vibes with Tinto Amorio and Anish Patel. Welcome to the show. How are you today?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you
Thanks
for being
coming
here.
down.
Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about what you've created. It's the red wine of this summer.
Yeah, absolutely. So in Spain, they have a very great wine cocktail culture. And usually when I say that, people automatically think sangria. But the funny thing is, in Spain, sangria is primarily served at bars and restaurants for the tourists. The locals drink a variety of different cocktails throughout different regions, and one of the most popular is something called Tinto de Verano, or red wine of the summer. The difference in construction, it uses only lemon and citrus, so it's much lighter, very effervescent, and it's just perfect for the summer.
Wow.
Yeah.
The wine over there is amazing. I know they don't have any of the chemicals generally in it, and the table wine is like better than any of the wines here in America. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
So tell us more about this one.
Well, yeah, let's
Yeah,
be
why don't we
real.
crack
Why
it
don't
open
we
and-
crack it
and give
open
it a
and let's
taste?
really talk about it. Ready? Here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Woo! Ooh, I didn't
little
expect
bit
it
of
to
a
sparkle. I love that. And there's only 110 calories in this can.
Absolutely.
Sign me up. That is less than a glass of wine.
Yep.
Wow.
So I love that you do meditation in the morning.
Yes,
and then you're
absolutely.
drinking wine spritzers in the afternoon.
yes,
Hey,
I am.
I mean,
That's so La La Land, right?
Really good though. Really
It's
good.
really good.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's soft. It's light. Refreshing.
Love
Wow.
Thank you.
So
Appreciate it.
tell us a little bit about your personal journey. I mean, you were just
Yeah.
roaming Spain, drinking the
Absolutely.
summer wine,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
thought, I'm going to put it in a can and bring it to America?
Well, so I lived and studied in Spain for a little bit, about 4 years ago. And every day after class, we would go out and lay on the beach, and the vendors would run up and down shouting, agua, cerveza, tinto de verano, water, beer, tinto.
Yes.
And they would sell it in cans. So this whole concept kind of originated from the authentic experience of how they experience it when you're laying on the beach in Spain. So that's kind of where the idea generation happened. And then after that, I was like, all right, I think this is something I want to do. And I just started working on it, just doing the R&D and trying to figure it out.
And you make it sound so easy. So you just started working on it. I decided to make a wine company. I put it in a can. I mean, that takes an incredible amount of dedication to build your business.
Yeah. So actually, it was a 2-year process. About 2 years ago, I graduated from college and I started my career as an investment banker. And the plan was do 2 years of banking and in the background kind of work on it and then try and launch the company. But as fate would have it, I grew very ill. Had to quit my job about 6 months in. Got in a massive car accident. My spine was broken. A bunch of my organs were crushed.
wow.
It was a whole process. And so I spent a good 6 months after that in a hospital bed in my parents' living room. And during that time, I did the R&D. I worked on the branding. I worked on the packaging, trying to figure out what is it that you have to do to start a wine company. And so roughly about almost a year ago, I came to the point where it was like, what do you do next? Do you go back to the corporate world, or do you actually start this thing that you've been working on for 6 months? And I kind of pulled the trigger. I said, all right, let's do it.
Did that 6 months sort of in bed, was it a catalyst for you pulling the trigger and taking the risk? Sometimes that, it's kind of experience for people more in touch with their own mortality and things of that nature. What was it for you that allowed you to pull the trigger?
I think it was a question of why not, right? And the reasons were really just security, right? Like that was the real reason for why not to take the risk. And I said, that's not a good enough reason for me not to do it. And so I pulled the trigger.
I love that.
Wow.
You know, the question of the day is, what do you need to give up or let go of to have more freedom? So what did you need to give up? That security?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely the security, because I think, traditionally, like our mindsets are a little bit anxiety driven, right? Like our anxiety tells us what to do, and that's why we run after it. And security kind of helps you defer from that. And
It's interesting, too, because you say security, but really it's just the illusion of it.
yes,
right?
absolutely. Absolutely, yeah, because the anxiety in your head is just junk.
Yeah.
It's not reality. So
Yeah, and any job can be over any time, so there's really
Absolutely.
not really a security.
Yeah,
on
there
it.
can be a
For sure.
life-changing accident that puts you in bed for 6 months
Yeah.
or without the use of your arm for 5 years. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
you never know. That security can be ripped from you.
Yep, absolutely.
But it is a leap for most people who are, thinking about traditional jobs and how do they leap
Yeah.
into entrepreneurship. And so what would you tell the person out there that's wanting to take that leap?
Well, I would say 2 things. One, really know yourself, know why you want to take that leap, right? I think there's two schools of thought. There's the people who think, oh, if I quit my job and do something on my own, I'm going to be happier automatically. And then there's the ones who want to create, have something better that they want to do, have a better mousetrap that they want to release, right? I feel like if you fit in that second category, go jump in, dive into it. If you're in the first, maybe you need to look inward a little bit and figure out what's going on, as opposed to just trying to jump into the grass is greener. And the other is use common sense. So there's a lot of gurus, books, and anybody is an expert in how to start your business. Just use your own common sense and don't necessarily pay attention to all the noise, because that's going to be your best friend through everything.
Common sense ain't that common.
I was like, it's either
Extraordinary
my
sense.
best friend or my worst enemy, because sometimes I don't want to trust what I'm telling myself. No, that can't be. That's not what I want to hear, Jesslyn.
There's
How
a
do you-
balance for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess like I said, I meditate every day, right? Once I brought that practice into my day to day, I just stopped paying attention to the anxiety and the past, and with that, I just started acting on things in the present. And my common sense hasn't failed me yet. So,
I love
Do
it.
you have any mentors or people who inspire you?
no, I kind of look at everyone as my equal. So no one is below me, no one is above me. That kind of lets me walk into any situation and just handle it.
Cool.
Just look in that mirror to be
You're a
inspired.
cool guy. I know. What are you doing? Really cool.
We need to plan a trip to Spain.
Oh, absolutely. Let's go. I'm down.
I love it over there, right? Such an inspiration. I'm so proud of you. This is awesome.
Thank you.
And it tastes amazing.
Thank you. I
So-
appreciate that.
Where can we find it?
Pavilions.
Pavilion.
Every single pavilion store in LA County, Orange County, and I think there's one or two in San Diego now.
Look at you go.
And tell us a little bit about the names so we remember. It's
Tinto Amorio. So Tinto means Spanish red wine, right? And Amorio is your love affair. So it's your Spanish wine affair.
You can say anything
yes,
in Spanish
I
and Jesslyn's
like
going
I'll take two, please. Two summer Spanish love affairs for 110 calories.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
We're
having
really
me, guys.
excited
I
for your
appreciate
journey.
it.
Such a pleasure.
So great.
Thank you.
Stay tuned.
So
We'll
nice
be back
to meet
with more on Good Morning La La Land.